This is a 723rd production.
Sponsored by Heal with Nell's Love.
Welcome back to Real Life, Real Views with your host, A. Smith and Nell's Love, where our traumas do not define us. Y'all already know what it is. We appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I want to just say thank you on behalf of me and Nels for y'all tuning in.
Y'all been
and
doing
listening,
very well with support, man.
Subscribing, sharing, and, supporting us to the fullest. I feel good today because of y'all. How you feel?
Because of that drink.
Yeah, every time you tell my business, like, come on already.
Because of that drink, you feel good.
Whatever. How you feeling anyway? Tell your own business for once.
I'm good. You know, I don't be doing nothing to get ready. I be on time every time.
Real lies, real nails.
Real what? Wow. I wasn't on time today.
I don't know. I don't want to say.
Production slowed me down.
I don't want to beef. No beefing on the set, Nails. Let's get straight to the point. She wanted beef today, and I said I was feeling good, but she started with.
You know I gotta come in hot. So yes, I'm feeling good. She's feeling good.
We feeling good.
You can already tell what the episode is about. We have a very, very, very special guest with us today. You can introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Monique, and I want to thank both of y'all for allowing me to be here to tell my story.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for
wanting to share. We
Thank
appreciate
you for having me.
So let's get straight to it. It's breast cancer, or it's just Cancer Awareness Month, and we wanted to bring Monique on here to share her story with everyone, because this is gonna be worldwide, and explain to us how she felt, or basically she could just start off by letting us know what type of cancer she was diagnosed with.
Well, I was diagnosed with triple negative breast cancer.
Triple negative breast cancer. Okay. Can you explain what type of cancer is that?
It's an aggressive cancer that really takes a toll on your body.
Okay.
Where it's aggressive, where meaning that it's very powerful. It's like hard to beat, that kind of cancer.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So that cancer is
and
rapid.
She's here with
yes,
us.
it's very rapid.
She's here with us.
Cancer.
Yes.
Let's shed light on that. She is here to do this episode today.
Right.
Yes.
So she has survived a very aggressive cancer.
Yes.
And her being here is big. It's huge. And I'm gonna thank you every 2 minutes. Because what I saw behind the scenes is, I don't know how she's here. I don't know how she was able to beat that, and I'm happy she did. But if she makes me emotional on this episode,
you sound a little crying already. I don't know.
Exactly, I'm gonna want to fight somebody. So be advised.
Oh Lord! See how she acted? She said she felt good, and then she turning it up here.
I feel good about the fight.
All right. So when you were diagnosed with that aggressive cancer, how old were you?
I was diagnosed in 2018.
2018?
Just before my birthday. A week or two before my birthday.
You don't want to say your age, all right?
Yeah.
I'm trying. What stage were you at when they told you that, you had the cancer? What stage?
Actually,
I know there's different stages.
Yeah, I was at stage 3.
Wow. So you...
Going into stage 4.
But wait. Mm-hmm. But had you been going to your regular doctor appointments, your physicals, and they didn't catch it?
They didn't catch it.
What made them catch it?
Because what happened, I was playing with my son, and he had jumped on my chest. So I thought it was just a normal, I heard a little pain or whatever. But as weeks was going, it started to get a lump. So I thought it was just, from him kneeing me in my chest. But so I just accidentally playing. So that's what made me go to the doctor, because it started hurting and it started getting bigger.
Wow. At that point, how did you feel?
At that point, when I went to the doctor, I was just like, didn't think nothing of it. It's like, oh, maybe it was a bruise, it's the breast is sensitive.
Yeah.
But when I actually got the results, it was, I felt numb. Like,
you was by yourself, right? Of course.
When I
regular
first got
doctor,
the regular
right?
doctor, I was by myself. But when I got my results,
okay, right.
I was with Steve.
Okay.
So when you initially went to the doctor and you thought it was just a bruise, just a lump, did the doctor tell you that it may be something?
Yeah, well, they took, the exams, made you take a mammogram and stuff like that. And then when they got the results back, that's when she was like, well, you have to do a biopsy and stuff. Okay. So when she said that, I was a little like, well, I got to do that.
Right. Because you went in thinking
it's something simple. So when I did the biopsy, everything was still okay. I still was feeling like, I'm still good. Okay. And then, when the results came back, that's when it hit me. When she, take you in the room.
How long did it take for the results to come back?
About 2 weeks, not even.
So your mind was
so
you were good.
I was good. Right, I was good. But then, during that week or two, I can't remember exactly how long.
Right.
It was just nerve-wracking, but I kept trying to just stay positive, it ain't nothing. It's just being cautious, they just want to make sure. So I was okay until that point.
Okay, so now go ahead, continue. You there?
Yeah, so I'm there. So, they take you in a room and then she gives you the news. So when she gave me the news, you have the breast cancer, you freeze, your mind just go blank. But my mind just went blank. I was numb, I didn't think I heard what I just heard.
So she just flat out said it, or did she take her time?
She took her time, and they try to explain little piece by piece. But
you don't hear.
I don't hear any of that. Me personally, I was like, Miss, just get to it, what it is.
Right.
Don't keep my mind. Yeah, I don't wait it.
You just want to know what's the answer.
Know, what's the answer? I'm not with all of this. Just tell me what it is.
Right. So
she told me, still in a respectful, nice way, but when she told me, I was just stuck. It was an out of body experience. I'm standing on the side, looking at me sitting here with Steve and Samia. Stuck.
Right.
I just was blank, and it still didn't register. But then after a while, she just was breaking down the process, what's what.
So instantly she starts talking about
and tell me what I need to do and what steps I should take, or, stuff like that. But actually, it still didn't even register. It was I was hearing her, but I wasn't hearing her.
Yeah, because you're in a state of shock at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing that is said to you is even registering, because how are you in a situation?
Right.
Why you?
Right. So when I got in the car, that's when it started to hit me, and I broke down in the car on my way back home. What the hell?
What's going on?
What me? Why me? What God? What me? So it took me a while to just process it.
Were you able to process it that day, or?
No, it still took me a while. I was still kind of in denial at first, because then I was like, oh, let me just get a second opinion. Let me get a third opinion. But all the opinions came back the same.
So you went forward with getting more opinions?
Yeah, I just didn't stick to that. I got two more other opinions, so it was 3 altogether.
So each time you went to get a second and third opinion, was it restarting the first time all over again for you, or were you able to accept it?
The second time, it was just restarting it. What the fuck? God, So I was like, no, I'm gonna do it again, because they always tell you get other opinions. Yeah. So when the third opinion came, I was just I know it is what it is, because 2, 3 strikes, I'm out. So
how soon did they want you to get started?
Right away.
Especially you did all those opinions.
She was on her way to the
fourth. And how soon they wanted you to get started with whatever.
Right away. Because when she told me what's the process, what to do, right away, 2 or 3 days later. It was just wanted to get up on it. But I was like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You just wanted to make sure.
I just wanted to make it right. Because in my mind, we come from, the hood or you just know the first instant I'm going to die.
Right.
Yeah.
And we don't get the proper treatment like the other people would. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So my first thought was like, I'm going to die. I'm not listening to them. They just want to kill us. I'm black. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything was just going through
your
my
mind.
like.
But you trying to stay strong.
Trying to stay
positive.
Strong.
Like, maybe I'll get a result that'll say no.
Yeah, right.
And then I have something to just continue to deal with. Like, or whatever. Did you have a history in your family of breast cancer?
Well, actually, we didn't have a history from my mom's side. It was only my Aunt Brenda. And we found out about her late, you know, she passed, God, you know, bless her. But when I dug deep into my father's side, it was a lot going on over there.
Okay.
So I'm like,
damn. But had you known about his family's history sooner, maybe you would have been able to prevent.
But once, you know, father was in my life, you know how that goes. So don't know nobody,
We're not going to get into that this episode.
Right.
We will not get into that this episode.
You know, it was just like, damn, he wasn't even in my life, and I got to get this from his side of the family. Like, that's fucked up.
Right.
So you reached out to them and asked questions?
No, I reached out to one person.
Okay.
You know, I don't want to say their name, but I reached out to one, and she was, you know, reassuring me, like, yeah, this is what's going on in this side of the family, too.
Okay.
You know, and come to find out she had it, too. So I'm like...
really confirmed
yes, so I'm
everything.
Like, yeah, she also recovered. Thank God.
Was it exactly what you were going through, or did she have a different...
She had a different type, but hers was also aggressive.
Okay.
But she had a different type.
How important do you think it is that you know your family's history concerning yourself?
It's so very important because we slack on that part. You understand what I'm saying? We just deal with whatever we do, father and I in life, or, you know, different scenarios, and we just really don't focus on that kind of stuff.
Right.
So even like with my Aunt Brenda, we always just like, oh, okay, but, you know, not knowing, like, we should just took a heed from, like, maybe this might be starting something. Because we just so used to, like, oh, it don't run in the family, so we good.
Right. Thinking untouchable.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And also, you were getting checked out, so this was a surprise.
A surprise. And to find out at the
stage,
almost the last stage.
And how you had to find out, because he aggravated it and
brought it to the surface more. You know what I'm saying?
He saved your life.
Exactly.
That part too.
He saved your life.
That part too.
My whole life.
Right. Yes. Because had he didn't hit you, you wouldn't even know.
Exactly. And just think, like, you know, stage 3, you only go up to stage 4. So if he wouldn't have done that, God knows where I would be right now.
Right.
So he actually did save my life.
Get them titties checked.
Please.
People, get those titties checked.
They starting to change the age.
And I was about to say that.
Yeah.
That's 40 a good thing because it's not
no more.
It's not.
Nope. Definitely. So now it's treatment time. How's your head feeling when you gotta go up? Or are you choosing to go that route that they says, like you said, you're really scared of them, what they try to do, like everything that's going on, because they want you to stop.
I was like, no, because my focus was like, oh my God, my aunt died from it. Everybody we know who catch it dies from it.
Right.
So I'm like, no, they gonna kill me. They just doing this to black people. You know what I'm saying? Right. My mind was just everywhere. Then I was like, I'm gonna try the holistic way, you know, because you know you be taught like eat clean, do change your diet, do everything, because all the food intake and everything that helps give you all these things that are going on in our bodies anyway. So I didn't go. I got diagnosed in March. I didn't go actually to do nothing until November.
Wow.
November, because I was still like, no. And then I wanted to try the holistic way.
So I from March to November, were you doing the holistic?
Yes.
Were you
you were doing that from March to November before you went back to them. Were they reaching out and being like aggressive?
Yeah, they was reaching out, being aggressive, like, listen, like, you know, you don't need to waste no time because what stage you at. And I still was like, stop calling me. I don't want to hear it. I don't care.
Do you feel like that was still your denial, or?
I think part of it was still
was
denial.
It anger?
It was denial, anger, frustration, a little of everything. scared,
Yeah.
wanting to give up.
Fear is a hell of a
Fear
drug.
is a what?
Fear is a hell of a drug.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because like once you go to the doctor, there's no turning back. Whatever they tell you is what they tell you. Now you have to deal with that.
Yep.
Now you have to.
Now you got it. Right.
Now
You prefer.
Like if you didn't go to the doctor, maybe you wouldn't have been sick.
That's how I feel like that.
If I don't go to the doctor, I'm not sick.
Yeah, once they put it on the paper, it's like, now you got all the symptoms that they said you would have.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's your fault because you wanted me to come here.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
no, we want to help you. But, yeah, I can only imagine because thank you for being here.
Of course.
So did someone inspire you to go the holistic route, or that was something that you just looked into yourself?
It was just something I looked into myself because, just when you get the diagnosis, you just want to Google everything and think you're going to get the answers.
True.
So, Googling, I was just like, holistic, and one of the ladies that was in there, it was just like, try it first.
Oh. Okay.
So it made me like, I'm going to try this first. I need to get my, stuff together anyway. Eat clean,
Someone from the hospital told you to try it?
Yeah.
So even at the stage you were at, she was still recommending it?
Yeah, because, they're not allowed to do that.
Right.
So she was just like, her name was Zarek Mena. oh God, gratefully, this lady is everything to me. And she was like, just try it. She's not supposed to tell you them things.
Right.
Working in the hospital, just do that cancer, chemo, this,
Yeah.
But that's what I just tried. I was like, let me try this first to see if it'll help me get rid of this cancer. I had went to Mexico to a place and everything to cleanse, to do all kind of stuff. And it helped me, but the cancer was still there.
I mean, you were already at stage 3 on your way to stage 4.
Right.
So had you started that stage 1, 2, you
It'd have
probably
been
would have.
different.
Yeah.
It'd have been different.
You needed more aggressive medication.
Yeah.
What was the holistic treatment?
Just basically plant-based, meaning no meat, just
so you went on a vegan diet?
Not even vegan. It was just like vegan, but plant-based, like nothing, no solid foods, no nothing, just straight. Everything was in the blender.
Okay.
And
so
just fruits,
you
vegetables,
the greens,
juice. And took a lot of therapy, meaning like acupunctures, all kind of stuff. I did colonics, all kind of stuff, just to clean my whole body out.
A lot of detoxing, basically.
Yeah.
So how your body started to feel?
My body felt crazy. Like, what the hell is going on? And I was breaking out in half because it was cleansing everything out.
Wow.
So it's actually is the truth because I didn't get cramps from, your menstruals. Like it slowed down from 7 days to 3 days. Mm-hmm. It wasn't heavy. Like everything, my allergies went away. Like everything, I didn't have high blood pressure. Everything just. So, and you really don't think though people tell you to eat clean and all of this, it really does.
What was your eating habits before that? Were they
regular? Whatever I wanted to eat, when I wanted to eat, normal stuff.
Okay. So
to us, it was normal. It was like a big, huge change.
That had to be. I know you was hungry.
That's why your body was so in shock because you've never eaten like that before.
Yeah. So it was a huge change. It was like you had to be strong to do it because that's a hard thing to do.
Mentally.
Change, yes. Mm-hmm. So dealing with that on top of dealing with knowing what I got, which is the cancer, girl, it was hell.
Ooh, that colonic. You had to, how long you had to do that? For the whole time, May to November?
Yeah, the colonic.
How often were you doing?
Sometimes 2 times a week, but definitely every weekend, yeah.
That's healthy.
Wow. I didn't know you could get it so often.
You're right.
Mm-hmm. I did.
Interesting.
You did.
I did. I did it.
And that process for you, did it take a lot from you mentally?
Yeah, it did.
How long did it take you to adjust to eating?
Maybe
the green juices.
2 months in.
Okay.
2 months in, I think more because I knew I had to do it. So I couldn't have that mind frame like, oh my God, I'm sick of this shit. You know, like, enough is enough. I knew I had to.
You literally had your life
And
in
that
your
was
hands.
and that was months.
Yeah, months. So I lost so much weight. So, you know, when I told the family, it was maybe a couple of months after I found out, I told the family, I had a family meeting to tell the family, you know, whatever, about my situation. And then it was like stressful, but as I, you know, was doing the cleansing and stuff, like I said, 2 months in, I was, you know, like, I'm good.
So after telling your family, everyone was very supportive.
Yeah, very supportive.
Did it help?
It helped a
Having
lot.
that support?
Yes, because honestly, that's what you need. You need that support. You need that family structure. You need that, because if you don't have that, if you're not strong enough, you're not going to make it.
So were you wanting to tell them, or did you feel like you had to tell them?
No, I wanted to tell them because I didn't want to, you know, hide it from nobody, because eventually they would have seen what was going on, and I didn't want it to be a surprise to nobody. So I wanted to deal with it with everybody through my process.
Okay.
You know, like with my Aunt Brenda, we didn't find out till it was too late. You know,
I feel like even I've gone through my health ailments, I wasn't very open about certain things because I didn't want to stress anyone out. I didn't want to be a burden.
Right. And that's how I felt too.
I didn't want to be judged.
Right.
So a lot of times people choose not to speak.
And I just wanted them to treat me normal, treat me like I'm not sick, so I could get through it better.
Right. Okay.
Instead of just treating like, oh, she's so, you
Right.
know, no, treat me normal. I want the normal thing. I want the good memories, God forbid.
Right.
You know, just give me these good memories to have, God forbid, if, you know.
Right. Thank you for being here. Oh my God.
So you going through your treatment, you said you broke out at hives. Did anything else different happen to you?
Yeah, my eyes turned yellow.
Like, yeah.
My eyes bulged, the white part turned yellow. I had got a whole bunch of bumps and stuff in my mouth, my tongue, and it was just
while you're going the holistic route.
Yeah, it was just all the toxins coming out of me.
Yeah, they come out of anywhere.
They come out of anywhere. Things you wouldn't even thought of. Like, I thought something was wrong. Like, oh God, this is the end. Like, what the hell? My whole body is just dying.
It looked like you were deteriorating.
Yeah, it looked like I was deteriorating. So people thought, oh, she got the cancer. I was deteriorating already. But no, it was because I changed my diet. Right, I changed my diet. So that's why I lost the weight and stuff. It wasn't because of the cancer yet.
Right.
Yeah.
I saw one of the pictures, your nails were dark.
Yeah, that's when I started the chemo.
The chemo started. Okay.
Yeah. Once I started the chemo, that's when I started to deteriorate the bad way.
Okay.
Because actually the chemo is what kills you. Because you can have cancer in your body for years and not know it. As of me, 10 plus 15 years before it can surface.
Okay, let's pause for a second. Okay, hold on. So, you found out because you got hit and you were bruised and you were hurting. Prior to being hit, you felt no symptoms?
Not at all.
Were you doing the breast checks?
Yes, all the time.
And you felt nothing?
Felt nothing, no lump. I don't know if it's because I had bigger boobs, but I felt nothing. Now, if I'm at stage 3, imagine how long I had the cancer.
Right. Were they able to tell you how long you may have had it?
No, they don't tell you how long because they don't want to, I guess, give you like, oh, you had it for like 10 years. And you know what I'm saying? So they never tell you.
You're thinking like, what the fuck was I doing 10 years ago?
Exactly.
Or
during 10
years.
Ate
that Burger King.
Yeah, or during that 10 years, like, why I should have known. Like, why didn't I know?
Right. Wow.
Right.
And it may have been over a decade.
You never know.
You never know, because a lot of people might even have it now and don't even know.
I don't
scary.
Know
It's very scary because they tell you it's kind of like you got that in you anyway. So it just, depends on
how aggressive it
how
gets.
aggressive it get. If it just comes and be like full blown cancer.
Right.
So
do you feel like we should live as if we have it and take care of ourselves so it doesn't get worse?
Yes.
Or
I now that I've been through this experience, I truly believe that our food intake, certain things we do, this is what, do give us these kind of diseases and all the things that's going on. High blood pressure, diabetes, all that.
Food is a direct access
exactly.
for all ailments. Yes.
And we don't take heed to it. Because at the end of the day, we don't know better. We don't learn that. Nobody teaches us.
The restaurant is lined up waiting for you. So we going straight there real quick. We done worked all day. Don't want to cook. And being a vegan and all that stuff, it's very expensive. Yeah. It's very time taking.
Just eating
clean or buying. You got the chicken wings. Well, the chicken wings went up nowadays. But you got the organic stuff that's like $15. You could get a pack of chicken probably back in the day, $3. And you must let me get the chicken. Because eating healthy is expensive.
Yeah. And it's crazy because this America, they know this. Like, why does it cost more money to get organic, clean food than to get this generic processed food?
Yeah.
So,
but they put a lot of that food in to places where we
exactly.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's there,
and we see
the whole block.
We see a deal. What I get? What y'all?
Then the deals. They do the deals. You get 5 burgers for $6.
I didn't learn more about food until I went to culinary school. I went to culinary school and I felt dumb. Because for a long time I was like, damn, you could buy carrots like fresh. I thought all that shit came in canned goods. Because all we had in the projects was
canned goods.
Block cheese, big cans of...
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, you can buy this shit fresh. Afford. Yo.
So we had to eat, so...
It was a game changer.
Yeah.
But after culinary school, I started working with NYCHA children with junior high school, teaching them health and nutrition. Because I knew they were going to think how I was thinking before culinary school. And I introduced them to fresh fruits and vegetables, and they were in shock.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, I have to do more of that. So once I get a real good following, I'm back in the hood.
Because I know the kids don't eat salads.
No.
So when you grow up, it's your choice if you want to be a salad person. Because you're never getting a salad.
But the only lettuce they know is the iceberg lettuce.
That too.
From the corner store.
That too.
Which is not
but
even
they don't
good.
want lettuce. They don't want lettuce anyway. Because our parents is not sitting down with our meal. We don't have the salad portion.
No.
We going straight to 2 meats and a starch.
Yeah.
2 starches.
And hopefully a vegetable.
And hopefully a vegetable.
The closest you'll get to a vegetable is a bean. Get some franken beans.
Collard greens.
Collard greens, cabbage.
And then they done got all the collard greens.
In November, only for Thanksgiving you get some collard greens.
But I want to go back because you mentioned that you went to Mexico. For what reason? This is before we get to the chemo part.
To a holistic place where you totally detox. No phones, no TV, no nothing. You just totally mind, body, and soul. Holistic place. I was there for 2 weeks.
You ain't think the people Mexicans is gonna come get you with us? I don't know. I'd be nervous out the country. I don't know. But you was there with I guess people that had cancer or had any kind of Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what were you doing for the 2 weeks there?
Just detoxing, like I said, did all the things I told you before, and just reading and learning how to make meals, cookbooks of, the organic or the foods that's healthy, what I need to be doing.
They supplied all of that to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I had to pay.
You didn't have a phone?
No, but you can't bring the phone and use it certain times, but like when you go back to your room, then you could just do the phone.
Okay, so you had
just to keep
time.
My personal time to keep in contact, stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah. Because if it was full time, no phone, you probably wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been there.
Okay. Like, what y'all niggas trying to do to me? They trying to put me in the U.S.
Leave your phone in the airport.
No. You don't care at me.
Yeah,
I don't care what I'm going through. You ain't
I mean,
gonna
but
care
you
at me.
wasn't scared. You went.
I was nervous, but I was just like, this is something I have to
But
do.
it was
Right, that's
it was
what
the
you-
fear from thinking she was gonna die.
Yeah.
Right.
The fear turned into that motivation.
When you get
needed.
that near-death experience, it is different. I don't know. You see it on TV. You hear people talk
Right.
about stuff like that. When it actually happens, it's just like, what? Like, hold on.
And what's crazy is, that you say that. Some people get that experience and still don't choose the right route.
Right. That's why.
Still don't choose the right route.
I wonder why.
Because you see how she's saying it, how she felt like,
Maybe
no, I had to. And that's the thing that was pushing her.
Yeah,
Besides,
what was
of
your
course, her
motivation?
family.
What was your motivation?
My kids.
Okay.
Especially my son who saved my life. And I was just like, I'm not ready to go.
Right.
Because
maybe some people don't have anything to live for. Or they feel like they don't have anything to live for.
I wanted to live.
Why
I think they fucking hard-headed. Because they most likely always
And
have
some
kids.
people just stuck in their ways and don't want to change, just being like, listen, it is
Because
what
it is. If it's an older
my time to
person,
go.
right.
Yeah.
Usually it's the 50,
I'm just going to
60.
live my life
Yeah,
to each his own.
That's true.
But
That's
my
true.
own was I want to live, and this is what I got to do.
Well, thank God for your children. Thank you for being here.
Right. The kids
Man.
saved you all the way. So now it's November, and you're gonna transition over to chemo. Why?
Because I did the holistic, and it wasn't shrinking fast enough.
Okay.
For me to be like, this is gonna stay this route. So that was my next step. Like, you just gotta give in and just try it. Because this part is working, but it's not working fast enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what made me just like, I'm just gonna do it.
You go back to them, they check you again.
They check me again.
You still at stage 3?
I was at stage 3, but I'm closer to stage 4 now.
Okay.
From March to November.
Right.
So, all right. So in November is when you started
The
chemo.
Mm-hmm.
How long did chemo last?
I think it was I did 8 sessions, which is once a week. So 8 weeks.
Every week.
Okay.
Every week.
Went to chemo.
Every week.
Wow.
Once you went back, right? They started.
Yeah.
And how long were the sessions per day?
Well, the session was maybe 3 or 4 hours.
You just had to sit there?
Just sit there, because I did something called a cold cap to try to help me not lose all of my hair.
Okay.
So that took a couple of hours for me to do that process along with the chemo process.
Okay.
Because usually the chemo process may be an hour and a half the most. But I wanted to do it's called cold cap. So it'll help me not lose all of my hair.
Okay. But it helped?
It helped, but I still lost some hair, but I didn't lose it to be bald.
Right.
Which if I did it again, I would just let it be bald, because it still.
If you had to start it all over?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's possible you could have did the 8 weeks and then they would have extended it?
No, meaning that I wouldn't have did the cold cap, because I still lost hair.
What were the other options?
Meaning what?
If it wasn't cold cap, what was your other option?
Nothing.
Wow.
Just the chemo. You could do cold cap if you're just trying to save your hair.
Okay.
So that's
So
what
that was just an add-on.
Yeah, it was an add-on.
Okay. So explain the chemo process.
Well, the chemo process is either you could get it through your arm, like an IV, or they put a port, which that's my scar. I had a port put in. So it's a little machine thing. Yeah, it's cut, you see?
Oh.
They open me up and put a little port where then every time I go to get through chemo, they put it through a needle through here.
Okay.
Instead of through the arm.
Okay.
A needle through the port.
Yeah. Port.
Were they both just as uncomfortable, or was one better than the other?
Well, they say through the arm sometimes we usually burn and, swell you. Different reactions. So I didn't know what the chemicals. You're right.
The port probably is new, is it? I don't know.
I don't know if it's new.
Oh.
It was new to me because I never heard
Heard
of that.
Port. Yeah, that's
right.
what I was saying.
I never heard of that, so it was new to me, and I didn't want to take no chances of all of that burning and scarring and all that with me. So I did the port.
How was that treatment going every week? How was your body feeling as the medicine was going through the port?
You don't feel nothing. Actually, you just be more tired. So it starts to drain you.
Draining. Okay.
Your energy takes away your energy. So you just really sleep, during the process, just like if you were in the hospital getting an IV. But the aftermath is when you start feeling the nauseous. So that's when the pain starts, your hair start to lose. And you just be more tired, fatigued.
After all the treatments?
Yeah, after each treatment.
Oh, after each treatment, each week.
Yeah.
Wow.
Something different was happening to your body.
Right.
Because you said your body was deteriorating different from when you was doing the holistic. How was it different? Your body, like how you could tell that it was different?
Because once I started the chemo, the first treatment was okay. I still felt normal, like, oh, I think I could do this. Maybe I'm one of the lucky ones.
All right.
But as you keep getting the treatments each week, it's breaking down your body. Meaning, like, each time I went, it was making me deteriorate. So it's poisoning they putting in you to kill the cancer, but it's also
still not good.
Right, it's killing everything else, your healthy cells and everything
that
in your
body
just
built up.
That I just built up. Now, luckily that I did do the holistic way because it gave me so much energy.
That's true. I just built my immune system to handle that.
So thank God for that woman at the hospital.
Yes,
right. Because that was a good start.
That was a good start.
That's probably why certain people that go straight to it, coming from a
regular, yeah.
So do you feel like doing the holistic way played a part in your recovery?
A huge part.
Okay.
It played the most part.
Right, because that just built you up.
It built my immune system up to sustain that chemo.
So eating like a rabbit pays off.
Pays off. So now you're in pain, you going through all this, but you also have a small child. So how is that going on with the interaction that you probably couldn't give him, like you said, if you woke up tired?
Right.
I mean, if you were tired, if you were in pain, or you just went to chemo that day, and he doesn't understand.
Right, he didn't understand. So you know how you try not to show too much.
Right.
So I tried, but that's where it came in with the family and friends. And I'm not even going to say friends, family. Who came and you helped, through the process, especially my kids or whatever. You was there through everything. So that's what helps.
Right.
With him dealing with, the little one.
I want to say the support
Yes.
system was crazy.
Yes.
But with the craziest thing with the support system, we was going over there and turning up shit. She couldn't do anything with us though.
Right.
So we're not even that good of a support system.
But the thing is,
she said be normal.
Yeah,
we were definitely that though. I mean,
yes.
bottles, and she couldn't touch nothing. I mean, sleep. But I want to say, besides thank you, you are fucking strong, and I don't be cursing on here. The strength that she showed, I've never seen her shed a tear. You understand what I'm saying? Not in front of us, at least. You understand what I'm saying? Right. She was, us with the bottles and the popping, she's there. I didn't see her tired. I didn't see her hurt. You understand what I'm saying? I personally didn't. There probably was other people that did. But she was there. She was on the phone with you. She was talking to you. She was herself. She was Monique. She was living her life the right way. I mean, we were eating. She was juicing. She was growing plants in her kitchen. Something like I was just telling you we don't do when you said you was growing stuff. She was growing it in her kitchen. She was eating it. She was blending food. She was coming out with gallons of water jugs. While we were still being us, like she said, and still inviting her places, and she was still attending. I did not see her have no type of weakness being shown, like she said. Even she said to her kid being young, but to us as adults. And I was like, are you all right? Like, are you hiding something?
Were you
like,
expecting her to be bedbound the entire time, or?
I didn't know what to expect. I know she's strong, but I didn't know what to expect because what do we really know? How the cancer, we see it happen in different people. And like I said, some of them be older, right? So they be older, they still do what they want, and it affects them a lot, right? They probably out of it. Because I had a friend that could have had it on the Tuesday, and she's not better until the Monday to go back for the Tuesday. She was sick the whole way. You understand what I'm saying? So it's different views. Like, oh my God.
Right. So having them around, still turning up, still
Turning
acting
up.
as if you're healthy, you're normal. Did that help you?
That helped me a lot because behind closed doors, I had my moments.
Okay.
To where I wanted to give up.
Okay.
You know, that I really sat in my, had anxiety attacks and just was like, I'm done. I can't take it no more. The pain, everything you're going through. Even though everybody was there for me, you know, mentally, you got to prepare yourself.
Right.
And it was hard. But having them there helped me through everything. Especially my cousin Reese. She was there, you know, took care of me. She was like my nurse through everything. And I love her to death for that. But like you said, all of the family and friends, they was there. I didn't want to show them that part because they're already scared and worried. And
She
like,
never
is
showed
you
it.
okay? I didn't want to show them that
She
part.
didn't show it.
But I was okay, but not okay.
Right. It was easy to be strong in front of them because you
Right.
don't want them to feel sad. You don't want them to...
Right. I wanted them to treat me normal.
Right.
Not to treat me that way, to help keep reminding me
That
of what I'm going through or
maybe,
what I got.
maybe you won't be...
Right. I'm about to die. Like,
right.
So...
And mind you, all of us is scared as shit because she's all about strength. So you understand what I'm saying? We gotta go to her and get out.
So it's the rock.
Yeah, that goddess. I mean, that, like, to say it like that, like, wait a, what the hell? No, not that one. And I remember her bringing us together and saying the exact words that you said. Why me? What did I do in life to deserve this?
Right.
And nobody understood how she could deserve this, and she's there for everyone else. Why would you do that to her?
Check on your strong friends.
You understand what I'm saying?
Check on your strong family members.
And she continued to be strong throughout the whole thing. Just to move forward a little bit, she did her chemo treatments. That was for 8 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So now you did your 8 weeks.
Right, and then
What's
after
the next
that,
step?
I had the double mastectomy where they took my breast.
Right. So now, as a female, they're gonna take your breast. How you feel? You're gonna lose your breast.
I
don't
felt
know,
like
some people.
crap. Like, that's part of being a woman.
Right.
Like, you taking that, like, how is my significant other going to view me?
Right.
Is he still going to be attractive? You know, how other people going to view me? You know, it is always a constant reminder. Right. I got to deal with this for the rest of my life. Like, you go through so many different mind-boggling things. So,
yeah. And we went, and she about to get the breast cut off.
Mm-hmm.
Right? She just said she's stressed out, but she ain't shed nothing. We nervous as hell in the hospital. She ain't shed nothing. No tear, whatever. We all up in the hospital, whatever. And I'm looking at her like, you what? You all right? Like, what they saying? They about to cut you up. Even after she got cut up and everything, we waited there and went, and she's high with the medicine and stuff, and she's still strong through the medicine and be high. Like, no, guys, I'm good. We pull up, we leave, we pull up that night. She taking pictures with us like this, the night under the joint. Like, we all taking pictures and everything. But, you know, I just want to say your strength is amazing. You've always been there for me. And, like, I know at this time it was crazy for people to say, we cannot call Monique for help because Monique needs us. And I guess that's why we all felt like, be there. You know what I'm saying? And we party in that basement every week.
Yeah, even in the hospital, it was like
in the hospital. They like nobody does this. We got chairs. We laid out. We like this. They like unbelievable. That is 15 of y'all here. Y'all don't gotta stay. We like no. When she's out, we leave and we come back. Still 15 people. You know we can't. We're not supposed to get it. But it was super dope or whatever. And we just gonna do something real quick. We got Monique's daughter in the building, and I want to just bring her up here and get her point of view on how she felt when she found out the news. We had to bring Moesha up here, which is Monique's only daughter, the baby girl, because she's the only girl. But she was the baby.
Yeah.
But now she's a big girl.
I'm
Maybe.
bigger now.
I think about it.
No, I'm a big girl, y'all.
She grown. So what was your reaction? What were your feelings when your mom told you about her ailment?
So overall it was numbing. Nothing registered. Nothing about it was okay.
How did she tell you?
So it was her birthday, and we took me, my brother.
Her actual birthday?
Was it? Yes, it was.
Oh.
We finished the weekend off, so we went home. We all went back home, and me and my brothers, we took her to the movies. And we went to see the movie. We came back home, playing games, laughing, joking, celebrating her birthday. And then she had told us to sit down. She had to talk to us. That's when she broke the news.
What were you expecting when? Because
I
I know
don't
it probably got gloomy,
nothing
right?
like that.
But did it get
It could've
gloomy?
been, yeah, the whole night over.
Okay.
It was night over. It was so sad.
It was sad.
It was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It was like, it was numbing, but you don't know exactly what she's saying right now. It's just like, she going in and out. What's she talking about?
So you
I got
basically
so many
relived when
questions.
she got the
I had
news.
so many questions. I had, like, what am I supposed to do? That's my mother. Like, I didn't know what to do, how to do it, where to be, when to be, nothing. But I stood strong.
Were you able? Did you ask her questions that night, or you just stayed?
She broke it down to us.
Okay.
To explain to us what exactly was what it was.
So
we
you
heard
became
it.
the
It was never
doctor.
so close.
Yeah.
You
It was
became the
never so
doctor.
close to the family.
And they probably like, no, we need second opinion, third opinion, fourth.
Yeah.
So the
And
psycho
wanted
would
to
be
go to the
there.
doctor. We wanted to go to the doctor every time she went. I wanted to sleep in my bed that night. I didn't know. I was just
little baby.
it was a lot, but all I know, I knew I had to act normal, like be myself, be her. So we still walked around the house cracking jokes with each other. Mom, you look bad, girl. You better go sit down. You know how it be like. Nothing changed, and I didn't want nothing to change. I didn't want her to make her feel sick, though she's sick.
Right.
I just wanted it to be regular.
Right, boost her up.
Mm-hmm.
No, make her know she's gonna beat this.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna pull through.
Mm-hmm.
You're strong.
It was a lot.
So you got 4 brothers, and then you by yourself. So who took it the worst? Like who broke
My
down?
oldest brother took it.
Who's supposed to be holding it
Well,
down?
right.
But he
See,
knew her first.
that's just because the females are really stronger than the boys. That's
But he
it.
knew her
I
first.
actually took it the best.
Okay.
I took it the best. I didn't cry for her. I probably cried like once, but I broke down really, really bad. After a night of drinking with my friends.
Drinking or doing it to you?
Yeah, it did it to me. It did it to me.
You
real
like, wait,
bad.
hold up.
I just went in the bathroom by myself and started bawling. And one of my friends heard me and came in there, and they all came in there and started hugging me. It was a lot, but yeah.
But you held it down.
You had your own support system too.
Yes.
Her support system became my support
yeah,
system.
we all.
So now I got a whole
That's
bunch
how
of
deep.
kids.
Yeah, it was.
So now I got a whole bunch of kids. I done got more daughters and sons.
They trooped it out.
They
I'm trying to
trooped
get
it
live.
out.
Every
They trooped
weekend.
it out.
Every
They was there
That's
every
good.
weekend
Yeah.
with them. Like, for
Every
real.
weekend.
I'm telling you, she got more space than a little bit because we were deep. And
We would literally, me and my older brother would literally sit there and take the shot things with you.
The
What's
wheatgrass
the
shot.
wheatgrass shot.
Oh, okay.
We used to, because she had to do it, we doing it now.
So
To make her feel comfortable.
are you still
Yeah.
taking those shots and
I'm still
eating?
doing everything. I do my little splurge, but I stay on track.
Right.
I have no choice.
I mean, if you force yourself to eat healthy, it's not going to stick. You can have a cookie here and there. You can, don't overindulge, but take care of yourself.
Right.
I know that was a hard lesson to learn.
Yeah.
From
Because
going.
even like during the chemo, not to go back, but during the chemo, I ate a little bit to help me because I didn't want to just do the juicing
Right.
because I was already deteriorating. So I did eat a little to help.
Right, your weight was dropping.
Right.
So, but when you did eat the solid foods, did it affect you negatively? Like, did
In
your
the
stomach?
beginning, because it wasn't used to that no more.
Okay.
So it made me feel even worse. But you have to force yourself to eat so you won't get worse during that chemo.
The cravings that you had for food prior to going to Mexico and doing the cleansing, when did those cravings start coming back?
It
Like
started
for real
coming,
food?
It started coming back. It didn't really, I just did it because when I started the chemo, I needed to put something in my system
Okay.
to help, balance it. So I won't really lose too much weight and my system be weak.
So you don't have an appetite?
I didn't have an appetite. You don't
Okay.
have an appetite. You gotta force yourself to eat. Because once you still do eat, you still throw it back up.
Oh, so you were throwing up?
Yeah, you be sick. Everything is just like.
Is that a part of the chemo?
Mm-hmm.
So for 8 weeks?
Yeah, I started losing my hair. My fingers started getting black. I started getting blisters, all these scars, skin opening, peeling, everything. Like whatever you think you see and you hear about it, it does. That's what it was.
Wow.
Just to go back before we brought Moesha on, we were saying that you had the surgery, you had your breast removed. Now, what was the next steps after that? Because you got some boobs today.
After the vasectomy, I had to do radiation. That was a whole month and a half, every single day of radiation.
Every single day?
Every single day.
For how long?
For like a month.
A
little month and a half, maybe. Every single day of radiation. And then after the radiation, I had to take a couple of pills. It's like radiation pills just to help make sure everything is like still, going good, getting cleansed out. And then after that, I had beat it.
All right, so let's.
We can clap shit. Love that. Yeah, beat it.
I don't really get excited about shit. But we out the crying stage. Let's go. So, what month and what year did you get the news that you beat it?
Well, after my radiation, the doctor, that was around April, May-ish, 2019.
So a year, a full year.
A full year, I went through all of that, a full year. Okay. And my radiation doctor was like, you going to beat this. What I'm seeing through all my things, that it's going. So I was just like, I don't want to hear from you. I want to hear from my doctor. I know what you're talking about, but I want to hear it from my doctor and all the tests is going to show. And then
she need a second and third.
And then when I went back to my doctor, and then that's when he was like, girl, and I was like, Dr. Z, because that's my doctor. He act like he black, because he was,
good energy though.
Yeah. And I was like, Dr. Z, don't play with me. What's going on? He was like, let me tell you something. You did it.
You did it.
You did it. And I was like, I did it. That's it. I was like, it was a whole party.
Yes.
I had to ring the bell and all that, because
I was about to ask about
ring the bell.
Yeah.
All that.
They made you walk through the line.
They did all that. And my cousin Reese was with me. She was with me through everything, every process, every chemo, everything. And she was there ringing the bell with me, like taking pictures, like.
Yes. That's amazing.
Yes.
That's a beautiful, I'll say beginning to your story.
Yes.
A beautiful beginning. Because going through that chemo was a rebirth for you.
Mm-hmm.
So, what about your outlook on life?
Well, I still, with the cancer I still got a 5-year mark.
Okay.
So, within 5 years, they say after 5 years, I have a better chance of just like, I'm just done.
Right.
So, I'm 2 years in, so I still got another 3 years. That's why I stay on track and still do what I got to do.
Right.
Or whatever.
So
yeah.
How does that affect your lifestyle? How do you feel?
It's scary because I know she had it. There's a chance that I can have it. I want to have it.
Are you still taking week
she's
grass
so
shots?
strong. I do a little hug.
Okay.
So she's so strong. I don't know if I can get strong enough.
But she was strong, right? She was like a superhero.
If you were that strong for her, you broke down one time in the bathroom.
Right. So,
but you're not going through it.
Yeah.
We're not going to repeat that. I'm just saying.
Right.
Don't doubt yourself. You are that strong. So anything that does come your way, you will beat that shit.
I ain't my mom's child.
And she got her mama, so she gonna beat it.
Yes.
But everything is good. Everybody's
Thank you for being here.
But you had to go get another surgery, right?
Yeah, just to
get
give
the
me some
boobs
boobs.
back.
Yeah, I had to get some
So
boobs.
that was surgery number 2. Again, going under the knife. Oh man.
And that was a decision you made on your own?
Yeah.
So
she would have been flat
Cause I'd have been night and wearing them bras.
We need a new co-host. She is out of control. I think she talking about me.
Or I would have been wearing them bras with the. I didn't want that.
They
Just
got the
give me
bras
some
with the
boobs.
titties.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I didn't want that.
How long was that healing process?
Well, when they did give me some boobs, probably like a couple of weeks.
So it didn't affect when you were doing the chemo in your chest?
No, because I had to do all that first. Then once I finished all of that, then I.
Oh, but you were still eligible. That's good to know.
Yeah.
That you still have that option.
Mm-hmm.
So life is not over.
It's not.
When you go through
just don't
these
give up.
crazy
Never
and
give
traumatic
up.
situations.
Never
Keep
give up.
pushing.
Mm-hmm.
Keep pushing.
Push it to the limit.
Never underestimate your ability to fight.
So, to close this
Kid's
out,
a fighter.
what advice would you give someone in your situation?
Like I said, never give up. And please eat healthy. Try to change your diet, just to stay more healthy.
And what about that support system?
Oh, you need that support system. So try not to be afraid to share, what you're going through or whatever you come to have with your family and friends, because that support system really, really helps you to get through that process.
What advice would you give being supportive to someone in the situation your mom was in?
Never switch up the relationship. That could take a toll on them in a negative way. Get checked.
Please check. No matter how old you are, please.
Get checked.
That's what we fail to do.
And just love them, be there.
Never too young.
Always be there.
Yeah.
At this point, you put yourself second for that person.
For that person, right? Thank you for listening to Real Life Real Views with Nels Loving A. Smith. Follow us at RLRV Podcast on all streaming platforms to stay connected.